again. Thank you very much for joining me. And today I have a fantastic meditation that I'm going to add to my repertoire. I was given some upgrades on the weekend, and the downloads are starting to come up and work their way into my physical reality. And I was given this meditation this morning. It was just, I was meditating myself, and some signposts just kept popping up. And I just put it all together and wanted to share it with everybody because it's advanced meditation for manifesting, and it's using the toroidal energy. So I had to do a little bit of homework, and I have made a PowerPoint presentation. I'm just going to share it here. So I was told a long time ago, probably 10, 11 years ago, that we are going to be living through our hearts a lot more, and realizing that this meditation that I was given this morning is all about the toroidal field. That energy is surrounding not only us and the earth and everything, but of course our hearts. And what better way to start manifesting, especially for the new earth frequencies that are coming through, than through our heart. Everything that we do in this new reality called New Earth or 5D, or however high we go, we're going to be learning to filter everything through our heart. And it's just amazing that this was given to me this morning. So I just want to go through here. I was also just given a vision of an apple this morning too. And I thought, well, I just know that is like a toroidal energy, the apple. And so let's go play in the Garden of Eden. Eve ate a poison apple in the Garden of Eden. Let's create our own Garden of Eden and give the apple a new meaning and use it for the manifesting, for the Christos Sophic energy, and take back our power to quickly manifest using the apple of love and abundance. The Garden of Eden. The story about Adam and Eve is a biblical story about when the earth was a paradise until the expulsion for disobeying the commandments of God. The trouble is, the God Yahweh mentioned in this story as being the Almighty One is really a collective located on Saturn. So the rules made for man in the Garden of Eden was according to the rule of Satan. And I got this from a lady called Lisa Renee. A lot of you may be well acquainted with her work, and she has the website called Energetic Synthesis, and I get a lot of information there. She has a newsletter out for free every month as well. I don't know what that sound was. Sorry about that. So she is really, really spot on with her information, and if ever, she's my sort of Wikipedia, my go-to when I need some information. And so finding this out about the Garden of Eden this morning really helped me sort of collate this and to be able to embody this information in this Garden of Eden. I mean, how can anyone go wrong in the Garden of Eden unless, it's set up from the start for us to fail? So let's take the apple and turn it back into something fruitful and not poisonous. So using the image of an apple, in our meditation, I'm going to teach you how to visualize the apple as a toroidal energy to create your manifesting faster for the changes you want to make, the wealth you want, the love you want, etc. Here is the thing, the more you're aligned to whatever you're wanting, the faster the manifestation will be. So it's getting, this energy is working on what is blocking you first, which is just amazing. Normally when you create, you want to create something, it just doesn't happen because whatever is blocking you does not get resolved and that block is still there. Whereas this energy, because you're using the heart energy, is actually diffusing all of your blocks, because nothing negative can exist within your heart energy. If you're wanting more money and yet you're thinking that money is bad, or you feel guilty for having wealthy thoughts, the longer it will take, because the energy has to work on bringing about the changes in your belief systems first. So I used to have a friend a long time ago. I think this probably would be 20 plus years ago. And she always wondered why she had a block around money. And working with her and just asking her a few simple questions, I got her to go in, and the first thing that popped in her mind when I asked her, what do you actually think about money? She actually was taken back to a time when she was a little child, and she put a coin in her mouth, and her mother panicked, smacked the child around the face and said, do not ever put money in your mouth. It's dirty. And so my friend always had the thought from then on that money was dirty and that she was going to get smacked around the face, if she wanted money. So it's an unconscious belief that she'd had that had blocked her for years and years and years until we found the root cause. And using this toroidal energy will be a lot faster than waiting for more years and more years and more years for you to work it out yourself, because as I said, there is nothing negative that can exist in the heart. It always turns negatives into 0 point energy, which is love. God is not love. Love is God. Just think about that. So if you're not generous with your wealth also, or time, then you have to make changes in your belief system. This new earth energy and manifesting skills that we're introducing you to, there is no room for lack. You cannot think about lack. You cannot share your spoils. I know you should look after yourself first, but you've got to realize that there's a line between feeling that you've got to hold on to your money, whatever you create, keep it in the bank, keep it under the bed, that's a feeling of lack. That's a feeling that your money is not a continuous stream. And so that's another belief system that you may need to work on. And being reasonable and allowing yourself enough of your well-earned resources could be another belief system that has to be worked on too. So if you're giving all of your money away and not keeping enough for you and yours that depend on you, then that's not the right way either. That must be saying to yourself, well, I don't deserve it, but everybody else does. Or you can't stand to see other people struggle with their own belief system that's stopping them. So instead of giving absolutely everything away, you could probably give them a bit to get through, but actually then, teach them how to manifest on their own, pass your skills onto somebody else. Not just hand all of your money over, give them enough to get through, and then teach them how to do it for themselves. And also, it's responsible for them then to hand those manifesting skills that they've learned onto others. There are so many ways we block ourselves, too many to mention here. Just know that if it is taking time, then most likely you need to become self-conscious, meaning listen to yourself, go inward and ask if it hasn't already been revealed to you. Be mindful, be aware of where your blocks are. That's what I mean by becoming self-conscious, okay? Now, using the toroidal energy, and just a little background to it. I know you can actually go and do more homework yourself if you're not understanding it completely, but I've just written down some dot points here. The torus is a fundamental pattern through of reality. Scientists are now beginning to see that everything moves through this form in one way or another, including ourselves. Very simply, the torus is a self-organizing system that all comes together at a space of unity and expands all of its energy out all around itself until it returns back to that original space in the center, and it is continuous. This geometry bridges the gap between understanding how sacred geometry truly is the geometry of life. This is the geometry that breathes its life itself. Our very own hearts are a very good example of the torus. The heart is where it all starts. And that's why I'm using the heart today, especially the higher heart. The higher heart is the 8th chakra. It is the divine feminine. Its color is aquamarine blue color, and it resides sort of around the thymus gland in the upper part of your chest. Now, using the toroidal energy also changes your DNA so it's a permanent change. Now, you might have to do it a few times. You might only have to do it once to change, to make these permanent changes. It just depends on you and your belief systems and how much clearing you've got to do. But the work is well worth it. Now, I'm no scientist or an enlightened being who can see such things as this, but my guides did tell me one of the fastest ways to make the fundamental changes to your DNA, much the same as Bruce Lipton says, our belief systems control our DNA. This manifestation technique changes the way you think, so it aligns with what you're wanting to create. especially if you're working through the ascension process and looking for a faster way to clear distortions in your field. So it's clearing away things that are limiting us. And when we get into these limited belief systems, we pretend that we're not the God and goddesses that we truly, truly are. So, you know, it's a distorted reality that we're actually living in, and we've put ourselves there by societal conditioning, hereditary conditioning, and good old brainwashing through society, through media. So it's a really easy way to change your DNA, and it's really, really fast. This manifestation changes the way you think, so it aligns with what you're wanting to create, especially if you're working through the ascension process and looking for a faster way to clear distortions in your field. Sorry, I've already said that, but that was important. I really feel that that's important to help you to realize that it clears the way, the pretense, the illusion that you've built up around you through your belief systems. And we've all got them. We've all had them. It's like if you know the tarot cards and the Tower card. That Tower card is sort of a representation of all the illusions that are around you need to be broken down. They need to go. It's like a Tower of Babel moment, that all of this illusion, this pretense, this matrix reality has to be broken down. Now, one of the great things that we can ever do for ourselves is, before you actually sit down and meditate, think about what you're going to say during the meditation. And it's how you word the script is also very, very important. You always word it towards the things that you want. You don't ever talk about the things that you don't want in this meditation, because the universe doesn't distinguish between what you want and what you don't want. If you're talking about it and you're believing it, then you're going to create it. What you believe, you'll receive. So be very, very careful. Even before the meditation, do you know, I would not be doing it straight after being stressed about something. I would probably go for a walk, do maybe even mind clearing exercises, deep breathing, center yourself, getting to that 0 point energy that is within your heart field, and clear away all of the illusions. Stress is just another illusion. Get rid of it. It's you pretending to be something that you're not. We're all gods and goddesses, and we've got to realize that everything else is just an illusion. So always ask for what you want in a direct, clear manner. If you want inner peace, you could ask this way: Zen my inner body. The inner body is your physical organs, nervous system, bones, blood, etc. Your cellular memories are classed as your inner body, and by the way of PTSD, trauma, fear, anger, jealousy, lack, etc. So anything that is negative, it helps to, clear away. For people who are working on their ascension, and you want to have unity consciousness, I would say it like this: I have unity Christ consciousness now. I would even take time to feel what it would be like, and visualize what it would be like. The highest diamond mirror of yourself. Imagine what you would look like. Only ever ask and have clarity for what you want. Don't set up the storyline starting with, well. Make it short and to the point. Don't say, well, I want this car because I hate sharing with anybody else, and I need a bigger car for, to get my kids around. I'm a taxi mum, and, and their friends and da-da-da. That backstory is not necessary. You need to make it short and to the point. And that'll also, you'll find out it'll come in handy when you're actually doing it quickly. Like if you need to do it a couple of times, then you can quite easily come into that space, and because you've got your script sorted out and it's short and to the point, you can do it so quickly. It could take you 5 minutes a day. So only ever ask and have clarity for what you want. Don't set up the storyline starting with well. Make it short and to the point. I have completely healed my physical body 100%. That's another way you could ask for healing. I now have clarity as to my life's purpose and service to Christ consciousness. That's another way of asking that's short and to the point. I now have a continual income stream, more than I will ever need. Thank you, Infinite Source Creator, for giving me 360-degree abundance. So if you don't just want money, you want a 360-degree abundance, which includes your family relationships, your work relationships, a relationship with yourself. A few years ago, I was actually taken out of my body and up, and I was just sitting on the top of my head up here, and I could see 360-degree abundance. I could just look around and I could see 360-degree abundance around me. And then I had to pull myself back into this limited existence, and it was really, really hard, because up there, that 360-degree abundance was so beautiful, so soul-feeding. It was amazing and so light, and I always ask for 360-degree abundance now. Always end with, and so it is. Thank the Almighty Creator, and have an attitude of gratitude for everything in life. Always during the day, walk around with a little bit of a smile on your face, and that keeps you in that attitude of gratitude. I know, I practice it myself, and I used to be one of the most negative people, unconsciously, of course, and I would wake up first thing in the morning, and the first thing I'd think about is all the negative things that happened yesterday. And now, because it's come up into my conscious mind, I can change it now. I do deep breathing. I put a little bit of a nice, joyful smile on my face. Before I get out of bed, I do this. And I'm happy to start my day. I am always creative when I do this. I'm always happy when I do this. I see more things that make me happy. When I used to get up and I would be in a grumpy mood, or I'm just thinking about all the negative things, and that's what I'd see all throughout the day. But now instead, I put this smile, this joyful smile. It's only subtle. You don't have to walk around like a Cheshire cat all day, but just this subtle smile, this joyful feeling, and it brings you from the lower chakras up in to your 8th chakra. So, and always have that attitude of gratitude, and you will create a beautiful existence for yourself. I promise you, you will. Now, for those of you that have healings under the illumination chair, my guides told me to, while you're having it done, it goes for 2 hours, so you've got plenty of time for this. Have your script ready, already sorted out, and when it's your time for your photo to go underneath the illumination chair, then do this meditation, and it multiplies the effect 100-fold. So, how fantastic is that? Now, that's it for the explanation of it. I'm now going to take you through a meditation to help you with what you want. I'm just going to get here because it's a new one. I'm just going to give myself some pointers here. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. So I'm just going to quickly say a protection prayer. So when you're ready, you can stop this if you need to take the phone off the hook, take away all distractions. Please, please don't get distracted doing this, especially the first time you do it. Give yourself the gift of being non-disturbed. Don't get disturbed by anything. Don't have any distractions around you at all. Don't self-sabotage yourself before you even start. So make sure that the dogs are put in a room where they can be quiet, or if any noises do start, then make sure that you can integrate them and don't get annoyed by them, and keep your concentration levels up, right? Concentrate on what you've got at hand. We can't always control noises outside or noises in the rest of the house. Just make sure that you don't get disturbed by them. So just integrate any sounds. Don't get pissed off with them. Okay? So here's the protection prayer that I'm going to tell you. Do this first, and then we'll do some deep breathing and go into the meditation. Okay. This was given to me by my Venusian mentor, and his name's Valthor. And he didn't give it to me specifically, but he wrote it in a book that another guy channeled. So I am using it all the time now, and it's fantastic. Eternal Father, creator of the universe, hear this day my petition. Surround me now with your divine ring of fire. The fire of your protection, the fire of your abundance, the fire of complete healing, the fire of divine abundance. I now command the hand of Almighty God on my behalf. Let it be so this very moment, in the blessed name of the Lord Jesus Christ. And so it is. Okay. So that's your protection prayer. Now, get comfortable. Take some deep breaths. We go in through the nose for 3. We hold it for 3, and then we blow it out the mouth for 3. Okay, and we do that 3 times. So let's go in, hold for 3, and blowing out for 3. Breathe in, hold, blowing out. Breathing in for 3. Hold. Blow it out for 3. Now just check your physical body. Make sure that everything is relaxed. Make sure that your seat is relaxed. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed, your jawline, your legs, your arms, your hands. You're breathing deep, deep down to the bottom of your belly, and you're expanding your belly as you're breathing in. Now, whether you need to put your hand over your higher heart so it's easier for you to concentrate, you can do that. Now, however you can imagine the toroidal energy around your heart, whether you have to imagine an apple is encased in your heart, that brings down this Christ Sophic energy straight into your heart, down to the bottom of the apple, because the apple has completely surrounded your heart. Bring that energy like a funnel through the middle of the apple, and it comes out the other end, and then it separates into 2, making the toroidal energy. And then it goes back up, and then back down the center of the apple, comes out the bottom, splits into 2, comes up, back into the apple. So it's a continuous energy. Now we're just going to sit with that and make sure that you have that visualized very powerfully in your mind's eye. You can see the energy coming into your heart, through the apple, out the bottom, splitting into 2, creating that continuous figure 8 type energy around the apple. And also you can visualize that the apple is sort of see-through, so you can see the aqua blue energy that your higher heart is. Oh, that's really powerful. I can feel that. Just take a few more moments to get used to visualizing and creating that visual in your mind and getting comfortable with it, and breathing and relaxing. Have that joyful, subtle smile on your face so that you're in an attitude of gratitude. And when you're ready, And I hope you have your scripts ready for what you're wanting to manifest. Or you can stop now and just rewind this recording a little bit to start the meditation again so that you can have your script ready. Now, whatever it is you're asking for, imagine that it's writing that's coming down with this energy. The whole script, imagine every single word. It's coming down through the funnel into the apple, through our hearts, coming out at the bottom of the apple. It's separating and going in two different directions, around and then back down into the apple. Now visualize that your script, that the words that you have spoken, is typed out in this energy, this toroidal energy, and it is coming down from the heavens in a script, and all of the energy that you can see is just filled with your script. Your script is just repeated over and over again. It's like a ticker that runs at the bottom of the screen, and it's just replaying over and over again. And you're reading it over and over again. While you're reading the script, visualize the energy that the script is written onto, that is still moving down from the heavens through the funnel of your toroidal energy field that's around your heart. And it's just in that continuous form. So it comes down the funnel through your heart and the apple. It comes out of the bottom of the apple, separates into two, and back through the funnel at the bottom of the apple in a continuous circle. Now I am just going to keep quiet for a while. Just keep saying, keep visualizing, stay with it. Don't let any other thoughts invade your mind at this time. Stay with it. Stay focused. Stay loving. Keep that subtle, joyful smile on your face. Feel gratitude that it's already in your life. And keep repeating what it is you're wanting. Just keep checking in on yourself and making sure that you're relaxed, that no other thoughts are creeping in to your mind. Just keep concentrating on the energy moving through your heart and your apple. See the words written that's going through the energy, and you're also repeating it in your mind. If you're alone, you can even say it out loud if that's easier for you. Keep going. Keep concentrating. See the toroidal energy moving through the apple, through your heart, with the words written on a ticker tape that's continuously repeating itself. Knowing that this is helping to change your DNA so that you can easily manifest in the future. It's removing your blocks first. Concentrate, keep concentrating, keep seeing in your mind's eye. Keep repeating your request either in your mind or out loud. Keep loving and joyful smile on your face. Feeling that attitude of gratitude. Just feel that your heart is filling up with this beautiful, beautiful energy, and it's spreading out to your chest. It's just going to feel like your chest could explode with absolute bliss. Okay. Now when you're ready, I would say at the end, and so it is. Thank you, Infinite Source Creator, or however you would like to put it. Make sure that you're always very, very grateful and you thank the Creator God. Now just sit with it for a minute. Bring yourself back into this space that really takes you up to a higher dimension. Where manifestation is able to happen so much faster than trying to create in this 3D reality. And you've done it through your heart. Your heart has no agendas. It just wants you to be loving, and it wants you to create your godlike, goddess-like self as fast as is possible for you. We are all different. I just feel so much love that my heart really has, and my chest has expanded so much in just a blissful manner. So much so that I think I'm going to have to ground myself. I don't really want to talk. So please do this. It's amazing. You'll get faster at it. Maybe you don't want to be faster at it. Maybe you just want to give yourself this 15, 20 minutes of time alone every day to manifest what it is you're in your life. Even if you're manifesting your day and you want to create a Zen type atmosphere throughout your day, I would imagine a timeline that you're walking on. That's your day. And you can create a Zen, peaceful existence for that day. And if you actually don't get it, then you'll be able to cope with whatever comes along. I'm sure of that. Thank you so much. I love you all dearly. I'm going to end it here now. I'd love to hear how you go. You can send me an email. You can contact me. Website on the contact page. So any beautiful stories that you'd love to share. Maybe one day I can get on YouTube and do a live session and we can have a question and answer time too, but I'll give this a while for people to use, to start getting used to and manifesting whatever life you're wanting for the golden age. Okay. I love you all. Thank you so, so much for joining me today. Enjoy.